Welcome to the Insert Title Here podcast, brought to you by Mountain Dew. We can melt the rust off of a car muffler, so sure, put that in your body.
Hell yeah.
So you guys might be wondering, who is that wonderful voice that just did our intro joke for us? Well, that would be internet funny man, the Marc Stone, who is gracefully...
That's not his handle anymore.
Well, you know what? He is the one and only Marc Stone. So there.
I'm formerly the Marc Stone. I think
formerly
a word got out that there were other ones, so I had to politely step down.
We had to try to hunt him down. There was a whole fucking tournament of Marks and everything.
I
remember Marc Stone versus Marc Stone, man. It was crazy. And then the other guy on Twitter, at Marc Stone, that just has been disappeared this whole time and just been sitting on the at. He got in the ring, fucking hit Marc with the chair. Fucking Marc's been disabled ever since.
Yeah, I wasn't even allowed to compete afterwards. It's really political. We probably shouldn't get into it.
I'm sorry, man. But you know what? That's just how it goes. So it's Oh Hey Marc now, which I personally love because I love The Room and I think it's the worst movie ever made. So
wait, which room do you love?
I'm not going to engage with that one.
It wasn't even a reference to The Room. It was literally just what people usually say when they see him, and it was oh hey Marc. And then afterwards, I kept getting Tommy Wiseau impression tossed my way. I was like, you know what? I should just finally watch that fucking movie. And I'm glad I did. It was an experience. Changed my life.
I'm the only person who wins. I'm the only person who didn't think Marc made his account Oh Hey Marc because of The Room.
Yeah, you win.
Well, he does win. What's his prize?
I'll be sending him a Tenga egg in the mail.
Hell yeah, I could use that. I've had sex finally, and now I have to fucking constantly hunger for more sex.
It's a good practice tool. You know, keep your game sharp.
Yeah, I've been fucking my own asshole, but it's just not the same.
It's not. You'll pull a hamstring doing that for too long.
Yeah, because you got that fibrous material right at the base of the cock. And if you stretch it too much, then it just snaps. And you know how when you snap the stem off of a shiitake mushroom when you're preparing it for curry or something?
Absolutely.
Just like that. You were saying, Devon?
No, I completely lost track of just what I was going to say at all in the first place. Anyway, hi. 3 minutes in, I finally can say, I'm Devon Vlavio. I do Twitter and Twitch things.
I'm Satahara. Adam died. He got shot by John Lennon.
He did not get shot by John Lennon. Adam is out right now because he is sick. You see the Queen's in the hospital and she's harnessing the energy from all expats first before she gets to people in her own country. So Adam is currently fighting that off. He'll be back hopefully next week once he recovers from being British. So
gotcha. It's kind of like that thing Madonna does to keep her youth, where she kisses Britney Spears and all the other pop stars, and she doesn't age.
Yeah. Speaking of Madonna, did you see her ass cheeks just on full display on Instagram, and her nipples just out?
We could have been talking about that this entire time. I feel like you guys would let me down.
Wait, you did you not see that?
Madonna's ass is just out on Instagram.
And her titty, her whole ass, the whole ass titty.
Okay, so she posted a bunch of nudes and stuff on Instagram. They've since been taken down, obviously, because it's against Instagram to do nudes and shit.
Yeah, you can't show that.
And they weren't explicitly nudes, but there was nipples and stuff in it, so I'm calling them nudes. And I forget what the purpose was, and I know somebody whose name I forget was hey, Madonna, your old ass bitch, being oh, my ass out, thinking you're still young or some shit. I think it was 50 Cent. I feel like that was 50 Cent.
It probably was 50 Cent. That does sound like something he'd say.
But then I looked at the pictures, and one of them is just Madonna laying on the floor with her half of her fucking body under the bed, and then her ass out, and her ass is just out. I was like, you're making fun of that? She still got it. What the fuck? What are you talking about, you dumbass? And then I scroll through the images, and as I'm scrolling through the images, Instagram takes them down.
Unlucky.
Yeah. I only saw it because one of my friends is a big Madonna fan and she shared it on her timeline. So I was just like, oh, that's a boob. That's Madonna boob. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
I mean, she's, she may or may not have the capital with which to get work done, but whether she did or not is not the question. She's still rocking it.
Pretty sure she's a succubus.
Madonna's I can see it. I can see it. Madonna being a succubus, that actually would explain a lot of things. So I'm gonna take that.
Let's look at the facts. She was almost 50 when she kissed Britney Spears on stage, and then shortly after, Britney Spears goes crazy, and Madonna looks better than ever. I'm not the biggest believer in coincidences, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're glad Brittany's
Yeah.
better now and that she's free finally.
In the words of Dr. Gregory House, there's no such thing as coincidence.
Exactly. But all that to say, get better, Adam. We miss you here.
Yeah. He also instructed us to call you a cunt at some point. So the cunt Mark Stone is right here.
Yeah, sure.
So
Is that like that must be a British thing? I'll graciously accept that honor.
I think
Yeah, so like Americans are like we have an aversion to the word cunt because I think a lot of it's tied to like our casual misogyny and shit over in America, which I get. There's a lot of casual misogyny around here, and insinuating that the idea of an unclean vagina is a high tier insult's pretty misogynistic and whatever. But in like England and like especially Australia, cunt's like a term of endearment, and everybody's a cunt. And it's like, oh, look at that cunt. Oh, you cheeky cunt. Oh, it's a bunch of cunts over here.
Well, apparently we say it wrong. According to Adam, we just don't have the right kind of flair to it because you're supposed to put the emphasis
Adam also
on
has
the
a
T.
made up. Adam has a made up fucking accent too that he's gonna claim is like that's an urban legend when like everybody else says it's not. Like they invented their accents after the fact. Like don't listen to him.
I believe that.
He's not here to defend himself. Ooh. I'm decolonizing this podcast.
Oh, absolutely. Beans on toast suck, Adam. There, I said it.
Oh, thank you. Beans on toast is so terrible.
That sounds horrible.
It is horrible. It's a British delicacy.
Yeah, it's like
You can't defend
it
it.
looks like baked beans, but it's probably not baked beans. It's probably a savory bean, so it's probably
On
better in
toast.
my head. Yeah, but it's like it's not. Is it white bread? Do
I don't
Europeans do
know.
white bread? I think white bread.
They're all white, aren't they?
It's
Yeah,
probably
but I'm not
like
going to slander him that much.
sconce,
It's not like Wonder
something.
Bread.
Something absurd like a sconce or whatever they do
Oh,
over
yeah.
there.
He,
don't know.
he takes some sconce bread and he puts it in the toaster, and then he warms up a can of Bush's baked beans on the
No,
fryer
it's
pan.
not. It's not
And
called
then
a toaster.
he-
It's a bread warmer. You have to be like very specific with it.
No. Actually, if in Adam's specific region of Gloucestershire, it's fucking the toasty do.
Toasty do. All toasty do's and toasty.
Every single time I pretend I know anything about British culture and then fucking do a fake accent that sounds nothing like Adam, he gets worse and worse in bed. Help me destroy our co-host and send him directly to hell.
That's the goal. That's the goal today. But anyway, off of the that. So, some interesting stuff happened last night, which I thought was fucking hilarious. So the tickets for the new Spider-Man movie were put out for sale last night, and the websites for both AMC and Fandango crashed. Like that many people were trying to get tickets for this film. And both of the sites were you couldn't get into either of them. I couldn't even use my gift card that my job gave me, thanks Disney, to use it to get my tickets for the movie. So I haven't got my tickets yet. I'll probably will later. It's not a big deal.
Did you just thank Disney?
Yeah, for
Are
once
they
in my
watching?
life.
Is the mouse here? Is he watching? Can he hear us?
Mark, welcome to my lair. This podcast has always been and always will be sponsored by Disney and the mouse himself. Remember
Terrible.
when I helped you close the door to darkness, Mark? Help me close the door to my financial bottom. Help me, Mark. Buy tickets to Far From Home or whatever the fuck this newest one's called. Tobey Maguire's not in it. Neither is Andrew Garfield. They're not in it. Stop asking. Okay, thanks, Mickey.
Excellent.
Anyway,
Mickey's my roommate.
Mickey, get the
he's
fuck
on some
out.
pretty hard times.
Jesus.
He pays all the rent.
Podcast, idiot. God.
I mean, he's got a golden Keyblade. You think he could sell that for some cash, but whatever.
He turned it into the pawn shop, but then COVID happened, so they've been closed, and he hasn't been able to get it back.
Fun.
You're
Anyway, so both the sites went down for a while. I'm not sure if they're back up or not. They probably are. I could probably get my tickets now. But in all the chaos last night, there have been people on eBay who have been putting their tickets up for sale for anywhere between $5,000 to $20,000.
Jesus.
And that's just the dumbest shit. I'm sorry. Like I looked and I saw it on eBay. It just popped up on my timeline. It's like, this can't be real. There's no way someone's selling their ticket for $20,000. There it is. $20,000 ticket, and oh my god. There's one for $15,000 near where I live. And I'm just like, are you serious? Are you absolutely like come on now. That's insane. Like No one's gonna pay $20,000 to watch Spider-Man. I'm sorry, that's more than my car. Like that.
So my Christmas bonus at work just came in, and it was exactly $20,000. And I've noticed that all the Spider-Man tickets are out of sale. And despite what Mickey may have just told you, I've heard a little rumor that my boy Andrew Garfield might be in the movie for 3 seconds or so. So I'm definitely gonna go pay that $20K right there, bro.
Or you could buy like, I don't know, however many PS5s you could buy with $20,000, like 3.
Maybe you can get 2 and a controller.
Oh, okay.
I almost.
No games.
I was hitting the bong as he said, I don't know, like 3, and I almost breathed back into the bong and then flooded the weed compartment with water. So, thanks for almost killing me.
I said the word, he said 3. How is that? That wasn't even the punchline of his setup. He was still getting to it.
That was the punchline to me.
It's like the number 3, knee slapper.
No,
Kill
he's like,
them,
so...
Wait till you hear my next joke.
How many PS3s?
4. I killed him. I'm killing him. Oh, no.
I'm coughing too much to defend myself.
It's like my favorite stupid joke is hey Dev, why is 6 afraid of 7?
I don't know, why is 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7 is a registered 6 offender.
Oh shit!
That's not what I was expecting.
Nothing
I
on
was
earth.
expecting because 7's a domestic terrorist registered by the fucking federal government as being highly likely to commit domestic terrorism against 9.
Way over the line. 9 is fine. We stand 9 in this house.
Yeah. I love 9. 7 is a threat to society.
Yeah,
If you elect me as president of the United States of America, I will ensure that all the 9s are protected and all the 7s are banned.
Jesus Christ.
You heard? 6 is free to go though. 6 is just in about, still on the loose.
Yeah, well, 6 is afraid of 7. 6 reported 7 to the proper authorities, which is why 6 is allowed to live free and die hard.
Right on. Yeah, I'm able to
Wasn't
get
there a 5th one of those?
A what?
Wasn't there a 5th Die Hard after that?
There was the 3 main ones, I believe. Then there's
so there's
4th one where they throw a helicopter at someone.
Yeah, so there's Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Die Hard with a Vengeance. I wish I was making up that
I'm
title.
sorry, did you say Die Harder?
It's Die Hard 2, Die Harder. Do you not know that?
No,
That is the name of the film.
Oh my god, that's...
Yeah. Okay, so I know I normally shitpost, like, where I say, like, title of something to the title again, but that's because of Die Hard 2, Die Harder. I'm not original, Devon. I'm making the Die Hard 2 joke every time I do that.
Okay, yeah, I just looked it up. Yeah, there's Die Hard 2, Die Hard.
Half of our friendship now makes sense to him. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
Die Hard 2, Die Harder,
When
Die Hard
I
with a
hear
Vengeance.
Die Harder, my brain just thinks like, did you die? Like, it's like, did you die with a heart on? Is it just like the end of Clerks? Like, did you die harder? I don't.
It's like sometimes whenever I keep dying too much in Halo, and then I'll fucking shout Die Harder. It's a fucking Die Hard joke.
I can't tell if this last one is a film or if it's a book. I'm gonna open that up, but like, yeah, it's Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard, and then A Good Day to Die Hard, which was in.
Oh yeah, okay.
That
A Good Day to
was
Die
so-
Hard is the bad one, like,
Which is insane because that's probably the best title.
Yeah, but it's like his son and shit, and his son sucks, and he sucks, and every character in it sucks, and the direction sucks, and the action sucks, and the acting sucks, and the script sucks, and everything sucks, and the pacing sucks. Everything sucks, Devon. It's just, it's bad.
Tell us how you really feel about it.
It's a 0 out of 10 film, Devon. If I could walk into a room with the tiger that fucking mauled Roy of Siegfried and Roy, or watch like fucking A Good Day to Die Hard again, I would willingly go into the fucking room with the tiger that mauled Roy and slap it in the face like Roy did and get my fucking spinal cord severed and everything, like, willingly.
If I had the choice between unseeing Spider-Man for the first time, unseeing A Good Day to Die Hard, or unseeing the first time I walked into my mom and stepdad going at it, I'd shoot myself in the throat. That's how bad that movie is.
Holy shit. Okay, well, I've never seen it. Based on those two glowing reviews, I think I will probably also not see it then.
Yeah. It's a good day to avoid a good day to die hard.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to.
If I wasn't already naming the episode Adam Died, I would name it that.
A good Adam died harder.
Adam died harder.
No, next time Adam's gone, it's gonna be Adam Died too. And Adam Died harder, and then once Adam dies again, because
So we gotta wait till we get to like
froze.
5. Oh, okay, there he's back now. No, so when we get to the 5th time that Adam's like off the podcast, it's just like a good day for Adam to die hard.
Yeah. For whatever reason, since he's British, I assume he has the weaker immune system because he's not like he wasn't born and raised in America's smog, right? Whereas like the three of us were. So like he hasn't had enough time to like properly like adjust his lungs to our environment, and he lives in an undisclosed state that also I forget where he lives. So fucking fucking, you know, that one's full of a bunch of shit that's weird, and so I just expect him to be the one's like, all right, I'm sick, and like has to miss out on episodes more than me and Devon.
Yeah.
That's understandable. I feel like I almost bailed on the episode when I came back from vacation just because I was just really tired, but we ended up doing it anyway, didn't we?
No, we bailed in that episode.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, because we did the because David Draymond saved us from fucking John's, and then do not remind me about David Draymond right now. I'll bring that up in a sec. But
Wait, what?
So we finished that arc. I'm gonna bring up Disturbed's last album because you just reminded me.
Oh shit! Yeah, we haven't talked about David Draymond in like a few episodes, so I think it's
I needed a cleanse because last time he came into my house, he brought that sandworm over, and there was a bunch of sand, and you know me and sand, so fucking
it's rough and coarse and gets everywhere.
Well, no, I like it in my ass, but fucking
as one does.
Yeah, but what the fuck was I saying?
Just go. I think
you might as well let it out. He's blinking. I see him blinking.
Okay,
he was just lost in thought.
Disturbed's last album is one of the worst fucking pieces of garbage that I've ever heard. It has one song on there at the very end that's very good and is actually worth the goddamn. That's a tribute to fucking like Chester Bennington and all that shit and all the people we lost that year. It's amazing. And then the rest of the album is literally David Draymond whining about people telling him Palestinians deserve rights on Twitter.
So it's not an argument against it. There are songs in the vein of complaints.
All right, that's
about
slander.
Being told on Twitter.
Let me revoke some of that. He didn't literally go, Palestinians deserve the rights or shit like that. It's all about how the internet makes us hurtful towards each other, and he got his fifis hurt. I was using hyperbole earlier about the Palestinian shit.
More artists should do that. Cyberbullying works when you do it to the right people. If another artist came out and made a whole album about how he was getting bullied on Twitter, I'd buy that fucking album. Not to support the artist or anything, to laugh at him, because that's hilarious. But people on the internet affect you that much that it influences your work, your art, your craft.
There's literally a whole song where it's like, the way it was before.
He wants to go back to what, like 2012 Twitter, where we're all just like,
I want to go back to 2004. I ain't got time for no more.
Honestly, this is probably better than David's actual song than the district.
Yeah, I think the first line was real, and then the rest of it I just made up. But fucking, but then like the most disappointing thing about this album is like, Dan, Mike, and the bassist, whose name I always forget, like, are trying in the background. They're trying more than they did in the last album, at least. Into whatever, or Invincibilized, or whatever the fuck it was called.
That's not even a word.
The one with Sound of Silence on it.
Okay, let's be real. Most of those albums are we sure are they actual words?
Well, okay, after Asylum...
Isn't it Immortalized?
Thank you, it's Immortalized, yeah. But after Asylum, dude, unironically, I like Asylum. I think it's a good album. I like 10,000 Fists just because I like the album, and I like Indestructible because I like the album. Like, I don't think those two are good albums. I just like those. I don't like The Sickness. I think I like Believe. Yeah, whatever. I kind of like those 4 albums, Believe to Asylum, right? But then after that, even I don't fucking like Disturbed. Even I don't like Disturbed after that. Fucking... Immortalized or whatever the fuck Devon said the fucking the thing was fucking came out, and the first song's like, I'm immortal. I got immortality. You cannot defeat me. I'm immortal. And immortality in my portal. I'm immortality. And like, that's the whole thing. And like, there's 2 songs on there that I even remember that I could actually like make fun of in any capacity, and that's a cover of The Sound of Silence, where David Draymond is just being melodramatic, and the fun fact about that one, he's high as fuck on that when he's singing it.
Yeah, the song right before that one on the album was Fire It Up.
Yeah, which leads us to how they ended up writing the song before it, Fire It Up, was because he was super high singing The Sound of Silence, and then they wrote the song Fire It Up about weed. And that's the only 2 fucking songs on that entire album I can even fucking tell you. Immortalizations or whatever the fuck it's called was like the title track of it. It's the first
Immortalian.
track.
Gotcha.
And like literally me and my friend TJ fucking covered it, fucking Immortal Italians or whatever the fuck it's called. And fucking like, we covered this shit. There's a video, there's a whole project where I produced the thing, and like he's like on like the video, and I cannot fucking tell you how that fucking song goes. But this new one, Evolutionalized or whatever it's fucking called, is so much worse than that. Oh my god.
I love that Xander calls it a different thing every single time. It's never the same title twice.
It hurts my fucking soul, dude. Like, this is the first band, like, we had, it was like fucking 4th grade, and they had like the newspaper class come and interview the classes and stuff. Like, what's your favorite band? And I was like, what bands do I know by name? And I knew 2 bands by name that weren't bands my dad listened to, and it was Disturbed and Deftones. And I knew them because Dragon Ball Z, because Funimation put their goddamn music in the fucking Dragon Ball Z fucking movies. Lord Slug, fucking Cooler's Revenge, and one other one that I forget.
I'm sorry. Fucking watching Goku fight Cooler while the fucking game plays in the background is just the dumbest fucking thing. I'm sorry. I know I've talked about this before on the podcast. That's still the stupidest fucking
literally
thing.
Goku's like fucking like getting angry, and you hear David pop in like, tell me exactly what I'm not supposed to do now that I have allowed you to beat me, and Goku's like, Super Saiyan. And then fucking like he goes true on actual Super Saiyan to fucking change in the House of Flies by fucking Deftones. Goku beats up Cooler to change in the House of Flies. And then he beats up Lord Slug to Stupefy, the song about David Draymond not being able to have sex with a Hispanic girl because he's Jewish. That's literally what that song's about.
Are you fucking real? Wait, that's what that song's
I've
about?
been waiting my whole life for just one fuck, one tiny little innocent fuck. It feels like I'm shit out of luck. I feel myself pulling back something again. Why?
Coming back again.
Do you like playing around with my narrow scope on reality? I just see it all start coming. I think I'm breaking down now. Oh yeah, he's breaking down because due to his fucking girlfriend's parents' racism, she's not having sex with him, and they break up about it, and he decides to whine about it in the most cryptic bullshit possible.
I don't think I've ever looked at the credits.
And I'm not making that up, because in interviews he goes, yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah, no, I looked at the lyrics for it, because I never looked at the lyrics, and then like, see, but I don't get it. Don't you think maybe we could put it on credit? I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, David?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Put what?
See,
you can't
I don't
put
get it. Don't you
credit.
think maybe we can put it on credit? Don't I get stupefied.
Wait, you can't put pussy on credit. You can't just like walk up to it like someone like, excuse me, like how much pussy can I get for like $5.99? Like what? Like,
yeah, I
paid
paid
the rest back. I just need some of it on credit. I promise you, I'm good for it.
I'm good for it. Just throw it.
Why are you calling the police? That's just how that conversation goes.
So like David's never been a good songwriter. Like I'm not gonna pretend that, but fucking jeez, this newest album is just so much worse. Ugh.
I haven't listened to it yet, mainly because like I haven't listened to Disturbed since Immunized.
Okay, dude. Okay, I know that you don't like fucking Italian fascism. So if you don't like Italian fascism, don't fucking listen to evolutionarianism.
Yeah. Same album.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Are we talking about the same album? Because now I'm a little confused.
No, evolutionarianism is the one that I just listened to.
Okay.
Italian fascism is the one before that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then
okay. Yeah. Okay. So then I haven't listened to Disturbed since Instrumentality.
Okay.
I haven't listened to Disturbed since anime AMVs were really big on YouTube.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, see, Marc has taste. Marc's the only person out of all of us who was listening to real music back in those 2000s. So
he's right. He's got a point.
Maybe.
I wonder if people still do that. Do people still make anime AMVs?
Yes,
they do, but I know it's a lot harder to get away with it because copyright bots still kind of fuck you on those.
Well, here's the interesting little note about AMVs. The people who were really making them back in the early 2000s, they all became like web developers and animators and shit now. So a lot of the cool shit that you're seeing in major mainstream media, like I know the people who did some of the animation for the Dragon Ball Fighters fighting game are people who sort of took inspiration from those old AMVs.
Really?
Yeah, as well as the source material themselves. A lot of the poses and actual frame, but yeah, a lot of it is let's make the big clashes and the really hyper realistic fighting look similar to the way it was really high paced in those AMVs and stuff, with the really dramatic cuts and separations. So yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure 10 years from now, the people who are making the K-pop fan cam videos are gonna make like Super Bowl commercials just because that's what they know, what they're good at.
Yeah. No, because now I want to go back and play like Dragon Ball Fighters, but also play like Linkin Park like in the background just to see if it matches up. Like it's like one of those old like Guile's theme goes with everything. Now it's just like,
I'm pretty sure it always does. It can only like if any Linkin Park song, it can be even like the really somber ones or some of the newer ones that really don't hit as hard.
Yeah,
if you play like One Step Closer, obviously it's going to be a bang.
Yeah, I want to take all of my like my Twitch clips and shit that as I make them over time and just make them into New Divide AMVs. Just every single one is New Divide. No
Jesus
other song,
Christ.
just New Divide.
What is up? Okay, I missed part of your Skyrim stream the other day, and you and Frankie will not stop doing New Divide lyrics. Not just to each other, but like in my fucking mentions. Like I'm over here suffering against Cynthia in Pokemon Diamond, right? And Brilliant Diamond, she's whooping my ass. And then like fucking him and Frankie are just like posting fucking this New Divide lyrics in my mentions. Like, guys, I'm having a fucking breakdown because I'm getting bodied by a ground dragon, okay? This land shark is tearing me a new asshole. Devon. I do not need Linkin Park in the background to accentuate my pain.
We were giving you reason to prove her wrong, to wash this memory clean. So let the floods cross the distance in her eyes, okay? But anyway, I was streaming, I think I was in the middle of Phantasy Star or whatever, and for like the last, whenever the fuck Transformers 2 came out to now, fucking like I sing New Divide in stupid ways, like and so like this latest time I was singing in like a la, like operatic stupid like la 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 voice on it, and I sang 2 lines of it, and then Frankie goes, "Was that the fucking Transformers song?" And I was like, yes. And it was the first person in the entire time I've been doing this, because I do it to Devon too, and he just never comments on it or never catches on to it. I don't know which one it is. But both. Frankie was the first person since Transformers 2 came out to be like, is that the fucking Transformers song? And I was like, yes. So then I sang the whole thing, and now it's become a thing that we bonded over. And also, I like torturing Devon, so if I can do both at the same time.
It's beautiful, man.
It's true. That's our entire friendship. He just
like, hey, Marc, did you know there is a very big secret, like society of people that are dedicated to like keeping this knowledge a secret. But in my studies, I have discovered that the person known as Jesus Christos, otherwise known in America as Jesus Christ, was actually a Jew. Devon didn't know that.
No way.
Yeah.
Every fucking time. It's like it's just like the second he said, "Did you know?" Like I knew he was gonna make the joke. I knew. It's like it's not even like hidden anymore. It's just like when you get those sneak attack hits. It's like, oh god, man, that was a good one. That got me. Now it's just he just walks up with a baseball bat that just says Jesus was a Jew on it and just whacks me over the head with it.
It's like one of those Shin comics.
My fucking god, Marc.
Did you not know that? That's hilarious.
He didn't. He didn't know that.
I did know. I've always known.
He didn't know that. I told him. He was like, what, really?
Oh.
I was like, yeah, Jesus was a Jew. He's like, but the secret cabal said that was a lie. Jesus was a Christos. I was like, Christos just means Christ, which means the anointed one. That's not his name. And he's like, oh, really? He was so shocked. And when I brought him into the light, he was like, I am a Jew. I was like, are you? And then he showed me his heritage. I was like, oh shit, you are. Damn.
Yeah, that's like the title. It's like 007 or Daddy. It isn't just one person. It can be getting one.
I'm daddy. Shit, cut that out.
I'm sorry, I can't. I don't want the title of daddy. Mainly one, I'm never going to be a dad. Two, if a girl calls me daddy, my dick just goes buttery soft. It's just, no, please don't.
It's actually really funny you mentioned that. I actually had a dream that you and Allie were expecting.
Was that a nightmare or a dream?
It wasn't even the focal point of the dream. I was excavating. Like, I was like digging up fossils and shit. And then I checked Twitter and you DM me, hey, I'm going to be a dad. I was like, okay, rad. Back to dinosaur bones. Like, it was just,
had an anxiety attack.
Some one-off moment. It's like, okay, why the fuck would you tell me that now?
Back to dinosaur bones. I'm sorry, you're just like so focused on. My brain for some reason thought it was like in like because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and in the underground you can dig for fossils and shit. So my brain thought you were in the underground going tink tink tink. Text Twitter, rad. Tink tink.
I was like, okay, cool, rad, Joe. That's a nice. Cool. The fossils though.
The fossils.
Fucking hearing Devon and Ale are expecting. I literally had an anxiety attack sitting right here. I was like, no, my plans, no.
He's got plans that would be thwarted.
Plans for this child, but it must wait 5 years.
Oh, for the child.
Okay,
I was like, I thought just some weird adoption situation going on.
Well, no, I thought he had a weird plan in case like I did have a kid, but if the plan is if I don't have a kid,
I have multiple plans. I have multiple plans. My initial plan is to make sure you don't have a kid. However, if you do have a kid, I have plans for that child.
You got contingency.
Yeah. And then I got contingencies for my contingencies.
Yeah.
I'm like Batman, except I'm real and I'm cool.
And broke.
Yeah. I'm real Batman.
That thing is broke.
Speaking of Batman, we used to take shortcuts when I was homeless down like weird alleys and shit and like climb up on stuff and like, you know, do like weird urban exploration shit to get around. And like this dude Angel I used to hang out with would be like, yo, we're Batman in it. I'd be like, what? And then he explained that and I was like, yeah. So sometimes I still just go and Batman it. I almost got arrested once.
I think it's just called parkour in some circles, but you know, you can call it Batmaning.
No, see, parkour is like doing flips and shit, riding on a dolphin, because you just ain't SeaWorld and you ain't ever forget, you know? But like fucking, like, I was
just referenced Lonely Island in 2021.
He just brought up on a boat, and it was in the most obscure, abstract way ever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Continue.
I've never been on a boat. But yeah, parkour's like that. This is just like, all right, we're going to climb. We're going to go around this. This place is condemned or blocked off. No, it ain't. Just walk around it. That kind of shit, you know? And then,
you see how he... I'm sorry. Do you see how he gaslights me? Do you see this?
That still isn't even completely accurate. Batman's whole thing is a grapple gun onto the roof.
I just said grapple hook.
Where he gets into a jet. If anything, the more phrase would be Nightwing.
Here we go.
Because it's winging it, because you're coming up with it on the fly. And you do all kinds of bounds and sneaking hidden paths and shit, much like Nightwing.
Fun fact, when I was homeless, I slept in a plane once.
See, now that's a story I'd like to hear.
Yeah. So Batman landed in Seattle.
Oh, fuck, no.
Nightwing was walking around, right? And I was like, yo, bro, I'm fucking homeless and I'm hungry. And he's like, oh, shit, I used to be the same. I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. Here's my secret identity in my entire fucking world history. I was like, all right, I'll keep that secret for you, bro, and not say that on my podcast where everybody would then know who you are. And he was like, yo, I can't really do anything right now because we didn't get a hotel because fucking Bruce Bann is kind of like fucking like pretty like stringent on the money, even though Batwing has a lot of money.
Bruce Bann?
I don't know. Batwing. I don't know what you're saying. But so we didn't get a hotel, but you can sleep on the bat plane. I was like, oh, cool. What's the bat plane like? He's like, oh, it's like Wayne Manor, but you know, like a lot smaller. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And so we went in there. And
that's the only difference.
Yeah. And so I went into the bat plane and it was pretty cozy and Batman made me hot chocolate.
So if I could just hone in on the central thesis of this story. You told Dick Grayson that you were homeless and hungry, and
I
his
don't know who Dick
response
Grayson
was,
is.
I'm a superhero, but I can only help you with one of those things. And then proceeded to put you in a plane.
I don't know if this is intentional, but the way you sum that up makes it sound like Seattle's busing fucking policy, where they don't officially say that they don't admit that they do it, but they heavily encourage homeless people to get on buses and go to a different fucking city/state and maybe pay their way out of there so they don't have to deal with it.
Be someone else's problem.
Yeah, so fucking Nightwing's just like, hey, get out of my city, bro. You know, I can't really help you with this, but I can get you a ticket to a different, more luxurious city. You know, California's super cool for the homeless. Right by Matt's house, man. You can hang out if you're homeless. I was like, nah, I think I'll stay here, Dick.
Okay. Through all that, I've been staring at something on my on the internet. It's Batman related. Don't worry, in a way.
Gotta be careful with that.
So I searched Batman for some reason. My brain heard Batman. I googled Batman. I don't know why. But in the related topics for shopping Batman, there's a Blue Eyes White Dragon figurine, and now my brain is going to like, are Batman and Kaiba just the same guy, except one is obsessed with a dragon, the other one's obsessed with bats and vengeance?
You couldn't disprove that.
You can't disprove that.
They've never been in the same room together.
And they're both wealthy, eccentric billionaires spending in like exorbitant amounts of money on objectively stupid shit.
Oh, and they both have an irrational obsession with magical twink men.
Yeah, I was gonna go with artifacts, and Twink Fin also checks out.
Yeah. Batman and Seto Kaiba are the same person. There's even a card called Kaiba Man. I'm sorry. He's dressed up like a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Okay, but if Seto Kaiba went out as a superhero and called himself Kaiba Man, wouldn't he gotta just give the fucking whole situation away?
You think Kaiba gives a shit?
I don't really give a shit.
True. Actually, you know what? That would be in his character. He's egotistical enough to just be like, yeah, I'm fucking a superhero.
Like, the man quite literally shut down an entire city for a card game tournament. Okay, I mean,
wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, but that's beside the point if I don't have the money for that.
It does always confuse me because it made it seem like fucking everyone played that children's card game. The police played it. Doctors played it. Politicians played it. Was there any other sort of infrastructure in any of those cities that didn't revolve around that game? Like, when you go to school, did you learn anything other than how to play that game? Because it seems like that's like the only thing that anyone's ever doing.
And that's the thing. They do go to school, but they leave school for tournaments and card game tournaments, which are apparently much more important.
Yeah, you can't win money at school.
He's got a point. And
you know how much money I ever won at school?
How much money did you ever win at school?
$0. You know how much money I won You know how much money I won outside of school?
I'm gonna go with $0 again.
Like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Sure.
Yeah, I believe that. I buy that.
So like, but in that world, there are literal schools to learn how to play that card game. Like, there is like quantum mechanics in dueling apparently, and it's just like, you know what, GX, okay, all right, okay, that's fine. Instead of Kaiba funded this school, okay.
There's also genocide in Duel Monsters.
There is a lot.
There's genocide. There's racism in Duel Monsters. There's all kinds of crazy shit. That's why it just lends to the fact that it's the only thing that anyone's ever doing or talking about. It's not like in Pokemon where it's like, well, hey, we also have Pokemon that are like, they have their own moving company. They help us at the hospitals. They also help us with like directing traffic. They're integrated into our already existing society. No, Yu-Gi-Oh! The society is built around this card game.
And that's
actually there's literal wealth inequality in Yu-Gi-Oh! There are people who are like the slums
who can't afford good cards.
Yeah, me. That's me. I can't afford good cards. That's why I lose every duel I play.
That literally begs the question, though. Like, how do you pay for goods and services in the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe?
They literally.
If you need a moving company, do you duel the moving company, and if you win, they have to move for you?
You lose, you stay there. That's it.
All right. Well, let's see if you can pay rent. I can't afford rent, but let's duel for it. Okay. If I win, you're evicted then.
Yeah. Best 2 out of 3 then, just to be safe.
Well, I did get caught committing that crime, and I don't have the bail money, but I do have trading cards.
That's like
there's literally an entire arc where Yusei is in prison and like he duels his way out of prison. Like,
That's ridiculous.
I can't make that shit up. He literally duels the warden, and the warden was cheating too, and he still won. And he got out of prison because he was good at a card game.
What do you do in that situation? The warden is like, fuck, he's got me there.
I fucking hate Yu-Gi-Oh so much. Oh
I mean,
God.
okay, so in Yu-Gi-Oh's defense, if the warden actually keeps his promises after getting beaten in a children's card game, that sounds like their systemic police problem is probably way less harsh than ours is.
Yeah. But here's a question though. So since Mark brought it up, because he's talking about how Pokemon's integrated into society, when you break laws in Pokemon, do the Pokemon also get in trouble because they're somewhat sentient, or do we just give them a pass because they're kind of technically animals?
Is there a Poke prison?
Yeah,
I think this has been touched on a couple of times. I don't think that like Team Rockets and all them like Pokemon and shit are held accountable for the actions of Team Rocket, because it's made very apparent that like bad trainers force their Pokemon to do shit that the Pokemon don't want to. So I think there's probably a rehabilitation, but not so much a prison. You know?
Okay. So on that note, I just finished Pokemon Diamond, and
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry, you say sorry?
Yeah, I'm real sorry to hear that, man.
Oh my god, it was a nightmare. It almost killed me.
Thank you
Anyway,
for sharing your story. So brave.
every night, children are defeated soundly by Cynthia. You can help ease their pain by sending 500 $. You know. No, but okay. So like Cyrus, right? He tries to literally reset the universe by using a Pokemon. So if you arrested him, how would you even like charge that? Like what kind of charge would that be under? I don't even.
If you arrested him specifically and not the Pokemon?
Well, the Pokemon is literally a deity that I caught, so they can't exactly arrest it because it's mine now.
Okay, cool. So specifically him, if he's trying to erase the entire universe, I would just classify that under xenocide, because he would be destroying all sentient life within the universe. And I'd be like, he tried to commit mass terrorism, xenocide, and fucking multiversal erasure. Bam. That's what I charge him with. And if people would say, well, our Constitution doesn't support the framework with which to charge these guys, then I'd be like, all right, then we hold him in jail as we fucking deliberate and and change the laws to be able to charge for that. And if people say, well, he's not giving them equal rights or whatever because he's holding him indefinitely without charge, I'm like, bitch, I did charge him, but you motherfuckers said I couldn't do it. Fuck you. He's gonna go to jail for multidimensional tampering, bitch. And then the law passes, and then I'm president for life because I snuck that in there and nobody noticed.
That's smart.
I vote. You get
And
my
then
vote.
I get the Pokemon, and then I erase the universe and remake it in my image, and everybody looks like furries. They're all furries. I'm sorry.
God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
And then we'd finally get Devon's persona. Fine.
Oh, no, he answered that. Did you miss that?
I did. He answered. Oh, Devon.
Yeah. I already forgot what he said, though.
And I will not tell you now. It's a secret once more.
It's literally in an episode.
I know, but if you don't remember, then why would I tell you?
Well, I didn't know. You can still tell me.
Yeah, be nice to Mark. He's our guest star. He's our first special guest on this very special episode of Mark Stone's podcast. Insert title here.
Is that the title we're going with this time? No, it's a fox. I already.
Okay,
admitted
yeah.
to it.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. I made
That's
that
pretty
joke.
cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Not that I identify as a furry. I'm just saying if I had a persona.
No, you don't have to justify it. We get
Yeah,
it. Your persona is
yeah,
fox.
I phrased it in such a way that he felt like he wouldn't be trapped in like being a fox or whatever, to make sure that he knew I wasn't being malicious that time. Because while I do torture him all the time, I was like, no, Devon, this is actual curiosity. What the fuck would you be? I'm not fucking with you. And then he was like, oh, okay. And then he fucked with me for a little bit longer, and then he answered it.
To be fair though, like when don't you fuck with me? Like
Right now.
when you fuck with me, okay, I know, but when you fuck with me, like other people are like, what the fuck is going on? Like then he talks to me all the time about our episode, and like he messaged me literally like an hour ago and goes, what the fuck is this episode? It's called a what? When you were going off about shuttlecock, and I'm just like,
That
I don't know.
entertained me endlessly.
I didn't know it was called a shuttlecock.
Xander,
I'd never heard that before.
just you shouting, "It's called a shuttlecock." That sent me for a loop. I was floored. And then you just went. There's like a 6-minute tangent about cocks and shuttles and shuttlecocks. It was just art, honestly. That podcast episode should be in the Criterion collection.
That'd be awesome. The Criterion collection. Insert title here. Episode 20.
It's a banger.
Fucking.
And then we had like a full like hour, like we're just talking about like hip hop albums and music.
Oh,
and
I
shit.
love that too. I love that part too. That segment really got me. That's one of the moments where I felt the most like an outsider amongst friends. It felt like I was invited to a conversation, and you guys were like, "Hey, Mark, why don't you just come in and chat with us?" And you lead me into a room and sit me at a table, and then you all walk outside into another room. And I can see the room that you guys are in through like a glass, but I cannot interact with the conversation. I can hear every word, but I'm shouting at the void.
No, I'm sorry. I still can't get over your reaction on Twitter though. When I was just like, Mark went viral again. Oh, what do you do this time? Like, what the fuck you mean by that? Like,
yeah, what is that? I don't.
Like, listen, you go viral for like some of the most random fucking reasons. Let's be real.
It's really annoying. I can't stand it.
It's a skill.
And there are people who are like, "Oh man, you're lucky. I wish I went viral."
No, you don't.
Wish this on anyone. This is so dumb. It's so arbitrary and pointless. And then I put forth an actual thought that I was feeling. I was sharing a piece of myself with just, maybe the 3 people who like every single fucking tweet I post, and whoever might have seen it while scrolling by. It was just for them. And then I don't know who it was. They found it and pushed it out into the world. But now I'm still getting notifications about it. It crashed my phone like 3 times the day I posted it. It's a nightmare.
My Twitter crashed a couple of times when I posted my current pinned tweet. The your cock is mine.
Your cock is mine. That's gold though. That deserves all the attention it gets.
It is. It finally hit 3K retweets. I'm like, yo, finally, that's cool. But
you put in the work for that one. You did it with the intention of it being seen and enjoyed by everyone. I was just sharing a thought. And then the tweets that I actually put some work into, like, oh, this is definitely be a banger. It's just, the same 3 people who like my every tweet. And then nothing else.
Yeah.
I guess I just fucking sucked it. I'll just, die.
I posted just this random ass fucking like spur of the moment. I was really high tweet fucking on the insert title here, fucking Twitter, the devious lick as a jackal fucking thing, and it's like up to 300 likes now. And I'm like, what the fuck? What?
It's got more interaction. Let's get more interaction than some of our podcasts.
Yeah.
There's like no frame of reference to it whatsoever. There's no metric for determining why or how it gets enjoyed by so many people. It just happens. And I think that's one of the things I hate the most about Twitter. It's that we're so easily fixated on the one thing that day that makes us laugh the most or just react the most, and it just grows from there.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason that something I said a week ago should still be gaining traction. Nothing is that important. I've never said anything so important that someone had to remember it a week later.
Except right now when he was on our podcast, the insert titled here show, brought to you in part by Mountain Dew. It'll clear your bowels faster and make you poo poo.
That's what it says on the bottle.
It's brown.
Well,
it's brown colors now.
I would hope the Mountain Dew people aren't listening, at least for that part. But
we're still waiting on Autoblow to send us a fucking email. Yeah, come on, Autoblow.
We're waiting on it. Now, that's another thing. I never got it, but like, so when a viral tweet goes off, people will get those mentions, like their DMs. It's like, hey, promote this for like whatever much money. I'm like, you know what? Do it. But like, I always see like, ladies, get yourself the best vibrator. I'm just like, it can't be that good. But it's just,
I mean, it probably is. I think it's called the Womanizer, which, to be honest, I'd name for a vibrator. But if it works, it works. And I can't judge. I haven't used it on myself yet. But my one saving grace is that as viral as my tweets get, I never get that one fucking idiot who just posts a K-pop fan cam that says, "So true, bestie." I never got one of those.
I'm sorry, Mark, but you just opened the floodgates now. I know you posted this on Twitter, but now you said it in life, and it's on a record. So I'll remember it because I only remember the things I hear, not the things I read. And the next time you go viral, there'll be some fucking account under there, and it'll be the most random fan cam ever. And you'll look at it, and it'll be a fan cam of me, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And it'll be to like some BTS song that I just pirated real quick off the internet.
I wouldn't mind that actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
It'll just be my.
I've actually heard a couple of the BTS songs. They're not bad. They're not bad.
I have a friend who listens to a lot of them. I have not, but I mean, I don't judge, so it's whatever.
And like, I have nothing against K-pop whatsoever. It's just the of inserting that video that plays automatically into a viral tweet to sort of garner some of the attention from it. That I don't understand.
Yeah,
That's
I turned that
very
play shit off for that kind of reason.
And silly for me.
Like, I don't get why they do that. It's just like you're getting more interaction. Like, you're not getting paid for this tweet. Like, I don't know why you're doing it. So
it won't even be related to the thing that they were
exactly. Speaking of though, something you said earlier that actually kind of resonated with me. It's like we upset. Shut the.
We can go back to Shuttlecock. I don't mind that.
We'll talk about cocks later, guys. No. So what I want to talk about was Marc said something. It was like along the lines like on Twitter. It's like we always like kind of gravitate towards that one thing that makes us laugh or that we get attention from. Like right now, it's a tweet like Pokemon was real tweet that's been going around. Like that one. Like it's still people are still doing it. But like honestly, like a week from now, you're not going to remember it. Like I don't even remember half the shit that went viral like 3 weeks ago, even like 2 months ago. Like I barely remember Bean Dad. Like I barely remember that. That was like what, February?
I don't know. I want to beat his ass.
I didn't remember Bean Dad. You know what I'm sick of seeing though? The bus with the one guy that's facing the cave wall and the other guy who's facing the sunshine, and that's the whole meme format. Sick of seeing that shit.
It's just really the same old fucking comparison meme that we always get. It's like a new version every fucking month.
Yeah, it's just a pretty new picture.
It is the same one.
Devon, I am going to tell you the same thing that used to frustrate me about memes, but now has freed me. And like now I can just look at a meme and go, heh, and move on with my life. Every meme is exactly the fucking same. Every meme is exactly the same. It's all been done. It's everybody repeating the same joke over and over. And that is the joke.
Yeah. No, I get it. But I'm just talking
it loses its effectiveness because it's the same thing over and over again. If you give it a different coat of paint, sure, on a reactionary glance, it'll catch you and maybe surprise you. But once you really see it enough times, it's like, all right, it's this again.
I will admit my favorite ones, the specifically ones that I have done, are the subversion ones, where like when the world ends with you and fucking Ace Attorney were coming out on the same day, it was two Chads on the Bring Me the Horizon meme instead of a Chad and a dude freaking out.
See, that's okay. Because you took something that was not topical, but relatable and really niche to, a certain culture, and then push it out there with something that was more widespread. That's fine.
That's
I don't mind.
My only viral tweet.
It's your only viral tweet.
It's my only one.
I think the only one I have was like that one, and then like the Three Horsemen of the Apocalypse, where I took the different titles that had like XD, X3, XP, and DX. And I just zoomed in on those. There was like different faces. Like that's like my only other viral tweet.
Mine was one about my son seeing Sonic Mpreg. I had one about let's not get into it. Let's just not get into it.
It just happens. It just happens.
The one about Tracer being gay went viral.
Oh yeah, the objective one, or whatever the fuck the actual term.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if she's gay, and your dumbasses still won't get on the point.
There you go. Yeah,
which is accurate.
There was a Final Fantasy one that I did where a bunch of the voice actors got a hold of it, and that's why it got really big. I forget what it was though.
Probably Tifa Lockhart related. I don't know.
Was it the?
That's the crazy thing. It wasn't Tifa Lockhart related.
Was it the Glow?
What?
Is the Mako one?
Oh, the Glow. No, that one just sits there. It gets retweeted once or twice every now and then.
That's still my favorite.
That's the one I associate with you. I also associate the Kingdom Hearts with the gorilla sitting there.
The gorilla.
Yeah.
That one went viral too, but they didn't blow up too big. Jesus Christ. The one about the tile being different color when I was making fun of the NFTs, that one blew up for no reason. And I it wasn't even an original thought.
Yeah,
I was quoting an Undertale.
Undertale.
Yeah, and it just blew up.
Yeah, it was a combination of NFT hate and people who love Undertale. Like it blew up so much that my partner independently retweeted it like 2 days later. I was like, I know Marc made it because my partner who doesn't even know them just retweeted him.
And then I'll get like people tagging me on like Facebook and Instagram, like, look, is that you? Like, yeah, that's my fucking tweet. And Just like, and then they like crop out my name or my avatar. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking me.
Yeah, I've
And
had
it's
my
like-
tweet stolen too. I don't remember which tweet it was, but yeah, that like bro, it's like my name is right there.
I've had a tweet stolen by Snoop Dogg. I was
What the fuck?
furious. So I believe it was April 19th. I forget what year it was, where I tweeted, it's 420 Eve. Be sure to leave out milk and cookies for Snoop Dogg. And then he word for word tweeted it. It blew up, and I was just, in the moment, furious. But afterwards, I didn't really give a shit.
If someone stole, I'm sorry, if someone famous like Snoop Dogg stole my tweet, I'd be a little bit upset, honestly. But what the fuck?
What am I gonna do? It's Snoop Dogg.
If Snoop Dogg stole my tweet, I would simply go DM him and I would say, yo, so I noticed you stole my tweet, which is fine because you've contributed so much more to music and culture than I ever will. However, I do request the right with which to challenge you to a smoke-off, and I will be joining you in 2 weeks at your estate, and we will film it.
I'm an asthmatic. I will die trying to outsmoke Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I'd be okay if he offered me a smoke sesh where we kind of just shoot the shit.
I was also diagnosed
know
with asthma.
I
I noticed you conveniently mentioned that you were diagnosed with it, not asthma, and I feel like that was a slight against me.
No, not against you, because I know specifically that you actually like still suffer from it and you have a severe case. I outgrew mine. I was being snide about asthma in general, but not against you. I do want to clarify that.
Capital
Okay.
S still suffer from it.
I found it. I found my tweet that was stolen. Actually, it was on Tumblr. Someone stole my tweet and put it on Tumblr, and it was my
That's the
tweet where.
worst.
Yeah, so it was my tweet where I was playing Kirby Triple Deluxe, and my background was a Pokemon one. So it was Giovanni, and Giovanni was like menacingly looking over like the Kirby Triple Deluxe logo, and I just all caps. It looks like Giovanni's gonna take over Dreamland, like 3000, right? Fucking this Tumblr account stole the picture and my caption, and then that picture and caption got stolen and fucking put on an out of context Pokemon account. 12.1 thousand likes. Fuck right off.
That's awesome.
Right now. And then it's like, okay, if you search the words, I've typed and deleted several tweets into Twitter search bar, you'll see countless people just tweeting it out with no context whatsoever.
Back
It
on
is in response to nothing.
Back on the asthma point real quick, though, what about concentrate? Does that affect asthma as well, since it's not technically smoking and vaporizing, or is it like still a bad thing?
I don't know. Haven't tried.
I know what to do when I meet Mark.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. I will figure out a way, brother, and we will enjoy. Because I don't smoke anymore. That shit sucks.
I used to do a whole lot.
Yeah, I vape. Tips Fedora, my lady. Fucking the Spider-Man ticket things, though. I forgot to pivot back to this because this was important. So the Spider-Man tickets and Fandango crashing and all that shit fucking explained half of my light last night. So I went out with a bunch of like ex-coworkers who I'm still friends with and shit. So I guess I should just say friends now. I went out with a bunch of friends last night to like
You
a
have
friendsgiving.
friends that aren't me?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends.
What
who
the
are
fuck?
Okay, so he broke this down. There are Devons, and then there's me.
Yeah. I broke this down on the last episode of the podcast.
You did. Okay.
Yeah. So I have other friends outside of Devon, and I was hanging out with them, and fucking we went over to like their house and shit. And one of my friends, I'm not gonna say their names just in case, but one of my friends, fucking, he was like sitting on the couch at the place when we got in there, and we're like, hey, oh, what's up? He's like, I'm waiting for the Spider-Man tickets to go on sale. And we're like, what? And then my friend Josh, who's been on my streams and stuff, I'll say his name because he's cool with it. Fucking like, he was like, what? And then sits down and pulls out his phone, and they're both looking at the tickets and shit. And then fucking this other guy comes in, and then fucking like, what are you guys doing? Like, oh, we're looking at the Spider-Man tickets, waiting for Good Life. And then like, me and this lady who's also there like start talking, and then we start hanging out, and like they start serving like a board that starts with the CH that I can't pronounce, and I'm not going to do it for fear of embarrassing. What?
Now you got me questioning if I know how to pronounce it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Marc, help me convince
What's the word?
The board that starts with the CH.
The what?
Charcuterie? Is that it?
Oh.
Is that it? See, Devon, I said it. Pronounce it the way you said that you think it is. You, Devon, don't just look it up and see if you're right. Pronounce it the.
I thought it was charcuterie, but it is charcuterie.
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 That is how it's pronounced. Okay.
Okay, I was almost there.
A charcuterie. I wanted to say it like that too. I'm like, what if that's wrong?
Okay, so like fucking 2 years ago, this same coworker that was serving the charcuterie board fucking like was like messaging me about charcuterie boards. I didn't know how to pronounce it, and they're like, "How do you think it is?" I was like, "Charcuterie." I'm like, what? I was like, I don't fucking know, and I was really embarrassed about that. So you cannot butcher it as much as I did. But yeah, they were serving that shit.
I would just say deli.
Yeah, true, but like this is like
deli tray.
I'm sorry, everybody. This is like a white person deli, though. You know, like there's no bread. There's no like it's like weird thin slices of like prosciutto or whatever, and then crackers, and then like some cheese that has a bunch of names and stuff that I don't know, and grapes. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but like the only ever time I see it served is like when white people bring it. I'm sorry.
Second time today, she became a sausage. I wish I was joking. I was on my way home from work. I was speaking with my best friend. She's Dutch, and she claims that the Netherlands is like the best cheese havers in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, hang on now, because the Swiss also have pretty good cheese. And then we got into a whole thing where we were listing off random cheeses, and every time she speaks in Dutch, I just hear noise. And yeah. I hate making fun of her for it, but they really just make sounds at each other in this conversation. It's so strange. But yeah.
Is that just language in general?
I guess so, but the way they pronounce the letter G, there's a lot more throat in it, and it sounds like you're clearing your throat. Like it's, and that's the G sound. And they say it a lot. It's just, yeah. A glass of water will clear that right up. That's how I feel every single time.
So it's like a
like a Jewish sort of.
Pretty much, yeah.
That hurts my throat, and I'm Jewish.
I mean, we both are, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Did you know Devon was a Jew?
Oh my god.
Oh, just like what's his name? Jesus.
Oh, Jesus was a Jew?
Fuck it. Oh god, I hate both of you now.
I didn't know that. Devon, did you know that?
Anyway,
did you know that, Devon?
Yeah, I was well aware.
He was one of us the whole time. I looked like him.
No, actually, I was gonna go on the whole pronunciation of things, by the way, because my wife. So anyone who doesn't know, I think I've said it several times. My wife is Hispanic, grew up in the Valley. So English is actually her second language. So I went to go visit the in-laws for Thanksgiving. We were just talking, and we got on the subject of like the pronunciation of certain foods, and apparently I learned that ham is pronounced jamon. Which made me lose my fucking shit because, of course, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is called Hamon. And I was just like, I can't. And there's also a Yu-Gi-Oh card called Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder. So my brain's just like, these are all ham now, and I can't unsee it. Like
ham powers, totally. That's canon.
So when you're grilling the ham, are you harnessing the power of Hamon?
I am. Yeah. Whenever I smoke a ham, I'm just using the sacred techniques that have been passed down to me by my sensei Lisa.
So you're not eating a sandwich; you are cultivating hamon.
Exactly.
This is the one time I'll let you just indulge yourself in a JoJo reference on this podcast. Get it out of your system.
Thank you. Thank you. But it's so funny because it's pronounced with a J, or it's spelled with a J. But when you speak Spanish, it's like hum.
It's the H sound.
Yeah, exactly. So when you see on Hispanic Twitter and they laugh, it's ja, but no, it's ha ha.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's just but my wife is telling me like how hard it was to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 and 2 when they're talking about jamon and you're Hispanic and it's just like they're talking about fucking ham. Mm-hmm. I just thought about it for like 5 seconds. Like, Jesus Christ, I wish I knew Spanish now. Like,
let's be honest, man. If seasons 1 and 2 were about them using like and summoning ham as power, that would fucking slap.
You wouldn't stop watching the show. You would stop reading the manga.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gave up on it.
Why'd they stop using ham in part 3? Bring back the ham.
Yeah. My complaints would make sense then, because everyone would be like, I love ham. I don't care about this stand shit. I want ham.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just language is just so funny. It's just like I genuinely I think it's just at this point I learned like one word a year while I'm with my wife, you know. Like I've learned like apples is manzana. I've learned clown is payaso. I've learned trash is basura, and this year I learned that ham is jamon. That's it.
By next year you can speak a full sentence.
Right? And
it'll be about a trash garbage ham clown, but other than that,
don't ask me anything aside from that. How you doing? El gato de basura, la payaso de jamón. And
he knows biblioteca.
Biblioteca, but that's because I watch Community, which, you know.
Yeah. Probably. This is a really informative sentence. It's a good way to start. I speak enough Spanish to tell other people that I don't speak that much Spanish.
Which I think is very important.
I feel like if you're going to learn another language, that's probably the first sentence you should learn.
Yeah. Like,
I'm sorry, I don't speak this language all that much.
Which is, I do know that one actually. It's, you know, it's no habla español. Like I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
So, and that's about like I know some. Okay, I jokingly, I do know some Spanish. Like I know some phrases, but I don't know enough to really get me.
Tell me to go fuck myself.
I should do it with Dutch. I should, because the only thing I really know how to say in Dutch is to go to sleep. That's about it.
I don't know what that is.
Say it.
Okay, so you know how the G sound is that really dirty?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably going to listen to this, by the way. Hi, Robin. It's this, I can't even do it. I don't have enough fluid in my throat.
See, hydrated you.
My water's gone. And then sleep is slapen.
Slapen?
Which is like slapping. Like slapping. With a long A. Yeah.
Slapen.
Go to sleep. That's it.
That's amazing. Because it sounds like you're like, okay, go sleep. Slap him.
Yeah. That's why it tickles me every single time.
I love it. See, that's what I love about language. It's just like there's just so many words that like just it's just amazing. I love that in Japanese and in Spanish, bread is pan.
Yep.
Like just small things. It's small things. It makes me laugh.
Like how no is both no in English and Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no. I mean, yeah. I mean, no. I mean, now you're fucking. No. Stop. Why is my brain going down this hole?
I don't know why your brain is letting you down this way.
I don't know either. My brain betrays me too many times.
No habla español means I don't speak Spanish, right? No speak Spanish. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much.
So, yeah. No, Devon.
Please, no.
Have you guys seen the Goth Girl Garfield meme going around?
God damn, I have.
I love that meme.
No, what?
Okay, so people have been redrawing Garfield as a goth girl, and it's been amazing. The first one I saw was she was eating Olive Garden. She was like, "Oh, I love Olive Garden. I wish the Italians were real." And not only was it hilarious, but like it was Goth Girl Garfield, and I'm degenerate, so I was like, "That's hot." So then the rabbit hole grew, and people have been like, just keep doing it.
Do I want to look this up?
The original artist for the Garfield comics recently tweeted that he's been like, and he can't Google his own character anymore because of the shit that comes up between, Elder Garfield and the lasagna demon and every other sort of joke or the constant porn of Garfield. He can't even he says that he uses his own art as reference sometimes to redraw it, which most artists do. That's normal. But he can't search up for Garfield anymore because he fucking sees like porn and shit.
Yeah,
and now this whole Goth Girl Garfield thing a sort of sweeping search results. I just felt bad for the poor guy. Like someone responded to his tweet with a photo of Garfield, just like butthole out, saying stop drawing me like this or something.
What the fuck? Like, I just Googled, I didn't just Google it, I searched on Twitter, like, Goth Girl Garfield, and the first response was, how the, all caps, by the way, so I'm just going, how the fuck did we go from Eldritch God Garfield to Goth Garfield? And I'm just, like, looking at both, I'm just like...
Yeah, I think also the, another hashtag is Gothfield, I think is the people putting it together. But I made Goth Girl Garfield on my Skyrim stream yesterday, it was amazing.
Jesus.
Goth Girl Garfield made me finally a fan of the Garf.
That's what did it?
Yeah, Bill Murray couldn't do it. The original Jim Davis fucking strips couldn't do it. Garfield minus Garfield couldn't do it. But fucking Goth Girl Garfield definitely.
Speaking of, yeah, you tweeted on the 26th of November. You're actually in the search results here. Goth Girl Garfield finally made me a Garfield fan. I'm gonna tweet it right now, just so I can just be like, there.
Dude, I just don't care anymore, do I?
You don't. You really don't. I honestly, like, I genuinely don't understand. Just Goth Girl Garfield is just very. I'm just confused.
Did you see the Olive Garden tweet?
No, I just saw a very realistic Goth Girl Garfield, and I don't like what I'm looking at. I hate the internet. Oh my god, on God, though, I hate it. Oh, there's Garfield in a G-string with his bulge sticking out. Okay, you know what? I think I've had enough Twitter for the day. Anyway,
that'll do it, huh?
That'll do it for me. This has been Insert Titled here.
Goth Girl Garfield got Devon fucking tapping out early. Holy shit. We're an hour and 12 minutes with our first guest star, and you want to tap out now? You want to say, this has been Insert Title here, guest starring Marc, and you can follow him at Oh Hey Marc on Twitter. You can also probably follow him on Twitch at, is it the same at or is it a different at?
Oh Hey Marc was taken, so it's Oh Hey Marc.
Oh, hey, Marc. Hell yeah. I'll put a link in the description just so that way nobody actually has to try to type it out. And then you can also go to Devon's fucking Twitter at fucking DevonWallVO. Same at twitch.tv/DevonWallVO. You can check out the insert title here, Twitter at fucking at It's the Horse Pod. And you can also check out Sataharu's stupid bullshit by praying to your mom and saying, hey, Mom, can I have some money to buy this album? And she can go, no, we have album at home. And the album at home is Joe Budden and is much better than me. Listen to Joe Budden instead.
I thought you were going to go like the album at home was like David Draymond's Institutionalized.
No, dude.
I also thought you were going to go back to the whole David Draymond thing and invent another I word.
I wasn't trying to end the podcast mad, but now you just reminded me David Draymond made a whole goddamn album called fucking Charles Darwin's Theory of How fucking Things Grow Legs Out of the Water Lies, and fucking like just ruined a really good tribute to Chester Bennington and Vinnie Paul and shit by just surrounding it by just garbage and shit and filth and not even like trying on it. And like, Jesus Christ, man. Why, David? David. Hello, David, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. What the fuck happened to you? What the fuck have you gone through? Who died while they were in your butt? You stupid slut. Come back to the side of goodness. This has been Insert Title here. You can do all the things I said earlier. Bye.